It started with a text back on June 12th, a screenshot of a letter announcing that Archith Seshadri's appearance on the $100,000 pyramid would air Sunday, June 24th on ABC. Those of us in the WJBF newsroom who had worked some 10 years ago with Archith were super excited to see our old buddy make his big debut.
Chocolate, candy, cotton candy.
Things kids love.
Tarts, cake.
Things that are sweet.
Yeah!
They did it! Archith, that was $50,000.
And that was the exciting moment when Archith won $50,000 on the pyramid, but he didn't stop there. And look who is back. I'm so happy to welcome Archith Seshadri back to Television Park.
I'm back here in Augusta. You know, it feels like I never left. And it's so funny to watch that because I'm like, every time I watch it, it's like you're reliving that moment. It is so stressful. I'm like, oh my God, we did it, we did it.
Oh my gosh. Well, Archith, when did you leave Channel 6? I'm trying to remember in the years.
I was here 2010 till 2013, so almost 3.5 years. So it's almost been 5 years, which is super hard to believe. But I've known you guys for almost a decade. You've seen me as a little cub reporter who walked in and a long time, and I went to Charlotte, went to Atlanta.
Yeah, this is what I wanted you all, because Archith has had some amazing opportunities since he left Channel 6.
Thanks to this place. This place prepared me well.
Charlotte, but you went to CNN, you went to India. Tell us about it.
So I went to Charlotte for about 2 years, went to the Fox station, then went to CNN International. Then there was opportunity opened up in India. I said, I always wanted to study abroad. And I said, you know, you create your own opportunities and you have to go. If you keep doing the same thing, nothing is going to change.
True.
And something opened up, and as you know, I love meeting people, telling them and hearing their stories and networking, and I'm so glad I did. I told someone at CNN, hey, I would love to work abroad and be an international correspondent. Someone at CNN told me they're opening a new channel in India, in New Delhi. You should apply. And I did, and that's how I got the job in India, literally by taking the courage to ask and tell them what I wanted to do.
Yes.
So for the last 2 years, I was anchoring for a global English channel in India, and it was fantastic. It was such a great experience to live there, cover the environment, politics, of course, Bollywood, everything that you see growing up, and to live in a country without any help. I literally went to Delhi with 2 suitcases and had no one that I knew. And I was like, I can't believe I did that. Because I was always in Georgia, and I was like, I'm all the way in India now.
Now, and you know, and it's crazy. It kind of sounds funny to hear you say you wanted to study abroad, because one would think that you were. I mean, your family's from New Zealand and
Australia. India and Australia.
India and Australia. Yeah. But you did grow up here.
I did. So I lived in India for about 7 years, Australia for about 7, and I've been in Atlanta for 20 years. So you kind of know my age without knowing. But it was fun. I'm glad I lived here, and it was wonderful. But living is different than working. Working abroad is such a different experience because you're not independent, and you're always relying on your parents to help you.
Exactly.
And I wanted to be, let me create my own opportunity.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you also had a great digital platform with the news there.
As you know, I love social media.
Where are you, Archith? You appear to be everywhere.
I'm everywhere. No, I think, especially in this day and age of journalism, you have to be online. Not everybody's sitting and watching TV. Of course they are, but mobile, everyone's got their smartphones, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and being able to connect to everybody in different ways, I think, is important. Yeah. And of course, we're going to be Instagramming and Facebooking this after we tape, so it's a lot of fun.
Archith said to me a little while ago that social media was made for me, and it is true. It was
totally made for me. So whenever I go talk to employers, they're like, "How do you feel about social media?" How do I feel about it? I love it. You're going to pay me for this? I would do it for free. When I go on a plane, I really sometimes have anxiety attacks because I have to put my phone off on plane mode.
People get nervous about flying because they're so high in the air and a plane could crash. Archith is anxious because he doesn't have his social media.
What'll happen on Facebook? What about Insta stories? I'm not on all of them, though. I'm not on Snapchat. I tried that. I didn't get Snapchat, but that's another story.
Well, back to the game show.
Back to the game show.
We're going to run out of time. So you won like $61,000.
I did. It was.
We saw the winner's circle there.
That's
where
the first
it was
one.
50.
Yep, 50,000.
And then you got to go back again.
That was a bit of a surprise because Questlove was awesome. We gelled right away.
Yeah.
I was a little worried about Snoop. I know everybody's like, Snoop is he's a big celebrity. He's a huge star. But he's definitely laid back. He's almost the exact opposite as Archith. Very chilled out. I'm like energetic, fast. let's go, let's go, let's go. But we did manage to make it back, and we won another $11,500. So it didn't hit the jackpot, but I'm like, that's a lot more money than I had.
Oh my gosh.
A lot more money.
You so you have 2 new BFFs now, and do you love the Roots? I mean, I love the Roots.
You know, I had not heard them enough until I watched it, but I do love Questlove, and I'm like, now I'm a fan. I'm the worst. Right. So I walked in with knowing zero about hip hop and music, and I'm representing ATL. Clearly, the worst
funny.
choice.
That is so funny.
Hence, I missed the Prince songs.
Did you have to audition for the show? Or
we did.
You just okay?
We did. So I came back from India, went on ABC's casting site, just on a whim applied. And they called me back and make a little video. We had 4 to 5 rounds of auditions on Skype. We did practice rounds and practice games. And so it was you don't know till 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the taping. You have no idea.
That soon, oh.
Thousands of people apply.
Do they fly you back, or do you have to fly?
They do.
Oh,
so
they fly you back.
They flew me in. They put me in a hotel. So it was Mother's Day weekend. It was awesome because I took my mom, made a little Mother's Day weekend. So I was, regardless if I win, winning is the icing on the cake. I still get to take my mom, and what a cool experience. Thousands of people applied, and a handful got picked. And I was probably the only Indian there who was on the show and who also didn't know Prince songs. Don't judge me, don't judge me.
Archith, you got more splaining to do than that. Before we go, I just have to tease you about my favorite clip from the show.
All right.
The one that Snoop Dogg, no doubt, is still talking about. Watch this.
And half of America.
All right, Snoop, describe these pop musicians who, like Snoop, have over 10 million followers on Twitter. Ready? Go.
Jay-Z's wife. Pass. Jay-Z's wife. Pass. Lady Gaga. Justin Timberlake. No, the other one. Bieber. Yeah. Cyrus. Miley. Pass. The color. Blue, red, green, yellow, white. The girl. Orange. She sings. Lady. White girl. Britney Spears. Pass. Not. Black, white, Beyonce. Yeah. Beyonce. No, the other.
Well, then you said pass, and Snoop was like, no, Jay-Z's wife.
It came back.
He wasn't having no pass. He's like, it's Jay-Z's wife, man. But you said Beyonce, so we giving you Beyonce.
Archith, that is my favorite thing from the show. That was just so hilarious.
I did hear the wife part. I of course know who Jay-Z's wife. I just thought he said Jay-Z, so I thought his real name. I was like, panicked. I was like, I don't know who that is, just go. And same with Pink. I think he said color. I'm like, any color, black, blue, white, green, red.
Archith walked in today and he goes, what is this? Okay, purple, all the purple. Was that like Purple Rain?
Purple Rain for Prince songs. I know, music.
And he goes, is Beyonce coming out? Now that would
really be great. Beyonce's probably watching that and like, who is this guy? I need to send him an album. Beyonce, I'll do lunch with you.
Well, Archith, you're delightful. It is so fun to see you. And thank you for coming. Thank you very much.
Purple, notice the purple theme.
The purple, and we will we'll look forward to catching up again down the road. Good luck in all that you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Jenny.
We'll be right back. That is all the time we have today. Thanks again to Johnny Hensley, Leslie Lassoon, Archith Seshadri, and Tyrone Butler for being such fun and interesting guests. You will find ticket information for the final reunion concert for Johnny Hensley and the Red Hots, as well as the Night Sunshine's Roast and Toast on our website, WJBF.com. Just click the Jennie link. And if you are planning to try out for a game show anytime soon, be sure to remember the name Beyonce. You know, Jay-Z's wife. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone, and I'll see you again next Tuesday at 12:30 for Jennie.